So this is a pretty interesting question. So we're given when Clara totaled her scores, she inadvertently reversed the units digit and the tens digit of one score. So we want to know by which of the following might her incorrect sum have differed from the correct one. So the idea for this question is let's see what Clara can do, right? So let's say so I guess she's taking a test or something because she's adding up her scores. So we'll just assume Clara took a bunch of tests, right? So let's say her scores on, her tests were like, let's say they were like A1, A2, A3, or actually let's use like X actually. Let's say her scores on her tests were like X1, X2, ... Xn. So these are the scores on her N tests, right? And let me write out more terms, right? So like X, like let's say X3, X4, X5, all the way up to Xn, where she took N tests. And now she reversed the digits of her 2-digit score, because it said, or of her score by she reversed the units digit and the tens digit of one of the scores. So the original sum would be like, let's say it doesn't really matter which one she reversed, right? Let's say she reversed like the first test score on accident. So she accidentally reversed it into like a new number, a new score, Y1. So then all of these remaining ones remain the same, right? This, like, she didn't make a mistake with like the other scores. So she still got the X2, the X3, the X4, the X5, and so on, Xn. So these are the correct scores, and these are like the incorrect scores. Or I mean, these are the incorrect scores, and these are the correct scores. So we're given that like the sum of her scores. We want to find which of the following is a possible difference between the scores. So if you were to take like this one, this sum, and you minus this sum, notice that like all the other test scores are kind of irrelevant. Like you don't have to worry about like this X2, because they all cancel out. Because when you take the difference of the scores, like none of these will actually matter. So the only one that actually matters are like the scores in which she switched the digits. So Y1 and X1, she basically switched the digits of them. So let's say X1, let's say you can write like X1 as like, for example, 10A plus B. So, and you can write it like this, right? Because, for example, if you have the number 54 or something, you can write 54 as 10 times 5 plus 4. Or if you have like 67, you can write this as like 10 times 6 plus 7. So you can always write any 2-digit number as 10 times something plus something, like we did here. So I'm going to write X as 10 times A plus B. And the reason this is helpful is because A kind of represents the tens digit of X1 and B represents the units digit of X1. So then Y1, if she reversed the units and tens and units digit, that means the A becomes the B and the B becomes the A. So Y1 would be 10B plus A. So if she took the difference of these, X1 minus X1 minus Y1, then you would have 10A plus B minus 10B plus A. And this would equal 9A minus 9B. So this equals 9 times A minus B. And the important thing about this is like, it might not look very like interesting, but remember, and it also might not seem very useful, right? Because we're given only one equation, X1 minus Y1 is 9 times A minus B, but we're given 4 variables. So we might like panic, but like, no, because remember, like we have to read the question. And the question says, by which of the following might her incorrect sum have differed from the correct one? Notice that it's not asking you to find the exact difference. They're asking like which of the following is a possible like difference. And they like to do that with like multiple choice questions like this one. And the key thing to notice is like this 9 here tells you that the difference has to be a multiple of 9. Because you have this factor of 9 here. So X1 minus Y1 has to be a multiple of 9. And we notice if we look at the answer choices, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, the only choice that is a multiple of 9 is 45, which is why choice A would be the correct answer.